Arsenal here. He's got Kevlar as well, so he'll defend himself pretty nicely. If the headshot comes in first, two players pop out. He does get away with a pick, actually out towards long. Calyx going to back up here at the CT spawn. Wox is going to see them reversing back as XANTARES and Woxy do get picked up. Calyx can drop the bomb, but it's him and XFloud. So,
and even just finding picks is going to be difficult in this clutch. The T's take the wrap control and then just find a pull the nades. It's going to happen at some point.
Oh, there's the nades and the scouts start out for Wox against XANTARES. Still waiting with a counter flash position. Flash over, AK up, sees him with the box. He gets his kill and doubles up. In fact, XFloud on a tap ball with the C.
Down to that banana position. XFloud could get wrapped in. Flash over the top. Perfect for him to peek with it.
Wonderfully done there by imoRR as well. On the back side, he puts the incendiary up, but still Matties and Eli turn it in against the two CT defenders. And just like that, the whole round falls apart for Eternal Fire. For Wox.
Almonds.
Orbs watching, smokes down from our set. Spray does a lot of damage. Blind. And two kills coming in for XFloud and Woxic as a result of that. XFloud can even turn the M4 back onto Magnus. Mega spot.
Yeah, and I guess for both of these teams, they're waiting for that play to come in because they've done it before and now start working on that smoke. XFloud's now playing anti.
AK in, sees that first player popping out, gets two kills instead. He wanted to support it. XFloud goes massive with a 3K. Just shuts down everyone from Enterprise and Forsey. 1 versus 4.
Forsey's got to try and save again with the AWP, and they might go hunting onto him.
Gets the kill on XFloud, and they will go hunting. There's a lot of cash available for the CT side, and to take him out of...
Does get caught off for a moment.
Maze do land towards him, and imoRR does get killed off, actually. Woxic's AWP can strike here at quad ahead of the position of Forsey. XFloud running towards the pit position. Mangus has the AK in his hands. Picked that up off imoRR's part. Woxic turns in for his triple. Looking at the quadra and actually gets caught by 2 dink shots of the Glock. So, a 3-on-2. Damage is being done here by Enterprise. Eli going to bait in XFloud. It's going to be an easy pick for him now, leaving it all to Mangus. On his back here at quad, being flanked in by XANTARES.
To try and get some brackets control.
Leans in. Seized first, but Mangus trades it back. Woxic unable to get that secondary kill in. Molotov's out. imoRR swinging out with the M4. Doesn't quite spot the T-side individual. Lean ahead of it and does catch Mangus. So again, the picks are starting to fold in for the CT forces. Matches back over. Might allow his teammate to peek ahead of the games. And XANTARES will try and do so, but Forsey has him marked. So a 3-on-3 scenario. They've seen one Overwatch short. Can they probably detect the player that's also in the apartments? May have made some noise. Counter rotations come back, and now Calyx is about to receive a whole ton of T-side forces. Will they check him? imoRR gonna catch that frag. The perfect timing for Calyx. Eli will try hot side of Arch. Incendiaries, more utility going over the smokes down to try block off XANTARES, which will be successful. Incendiary, actually not so much. He charges ahead of it, only gets 1 kill. Woxic can respond towards the man. 3-on-3 and looking up towards the apartments now for the AWP as XFloud holds down the short control. Enterprise so focused on short. 30 seconds and Mangus has to charge out of the apartments. He puts the smoke up to buy himself some cover. Can't see any CT players, though. It's a matter of time before the execution comes in. XFloud, still the unknown entity, not being seen here by Mangus. Still can't see him despite the pixels out. Drops down, finally gets that pick in. Walks it with the AWP. Back towards the back wall. Detected, sprayed upon. Still looking for his shots, and that's a great shot on Forsey. Looks back in for Mangus, but he can't hold back. The bomb will get planted. It's a 1v2 for Calyx.
He's got to go for this. Back himself in this 1v2. Has some information on where both those players are. Has a HE that he can put down a pit, and they're just jump spotting. They're waiting for the info.
Spotted that man coming in. Double face. Yeah, utility down. Eli's seen. Smokes on the coffins. The FAMAS still gets his kill here. So that's 1 casualty taken. A little bit of damage done to the CT players in the back. And he just can get XANTARES next up. Flick back. Matty's going to get credited with that kill. So 2 for 2 on a responsive. And they know where imoRR is. Keeping him suppressed as Matty's gives chase. Or does he? He yields back at the smoke. And the bomb will go down.
I just play a passive and more. Down to 3 HP, getting tagged up by the AWP. They know where Forsey is, and even XLand's coming in for Banana.
And now it's all on Forsey. AWP face. Calyx does get caught with a leg shot. 16 HP. XANTARES is pushed forward here towards mid. He's going to get 2 kills for it alongside head of the smoke here. Will try to find a creep out position. Walks it with his back turn, but turns onto Matties at the right moment. Drops that bomb. And the AK now known entity charges out of the apartments. Dealt with by the Din. They might recognize that second is the play.
Yeah, this is a great read. Even XANTARES can get caught off. It actually goes the other way. Forsey to fall. Matty looking for that trade back. At least get to 1 for 1. And now for the T-side players, they're stuck in the apartments. They've got to fly out.
And they will do just that. Aegis in the back lines here towards the site will lean up. CX Floud misses bullets though. The Glock wins out the fight, and a Eternal Fire are on the bomb site here. The bomb plant should be secured, and the CTs will lean in. How can they get this retake together? The kit's been dropped on the center of the site, so there's that much at least, but they've got to focus on getting these kills real quick. Matty's going to drop towards Woxic though. In the apartments he falls. Flashbangs back in. The CTs can't get caught by it. Can't see anything for it. Elive leaning up. Mangus looking to the site. And the teaser jump phase give little prods of info to catch info back. Calyx credited with the kill of Elive. Mangus is now to run for the hills, not get caught by the T side. It's going to be nice.
They're just going to try buy it up again.
They still have 3 AKs here. Eternal Fire, and it doesn't stop Aegis and Elive from getting their kills in. Calyx and Wilson can respond towards 2. Oh, sprays blinded. We'll catch one player tagged up, and that's a great flick from the Galil. 2 kills, so his name is X-Cloud, falls back, and the SMG peeks in. Mangus will get traded back by Woxic. He's now with a 1v3, and that's exactly what he does. A quadra for him. He stays alive for the time being. The bomb can go down. If that nade's placed correctly, then XANTARES could forward indeed. Forsey will hold back from the pit control. Got backup coming into Mangus as well. Moving forward above that smoke, it should start to fade very soon. They'll challenge on towards him. X-Cloud with 1 frag. Matty's able to deal with him up close and personal here at the cubby corner. Walks it with a trade, a 3-on-2. Still favouring Enterprise. The orb looking in as Mangus will catch imoRR. And fast charge up for imoRR, looking to put some vengeance on the table, but Matty's has other ideas. He does get bricklaying there. That might come back to bite someone if they're looking for the incendiary itself. A gap in the smoke's going to come back to bite the T-side line as Forsey lands 1. Woxic can trade back on Mangus. 1 trade, and Calyx will deal with Forsey on the back of the site. It's a 2v2. Smoke up mode, so bomb plant will be secured.
Yeah, you got to imagine this pick into brackets is going to be everything. Woxic looking the wrong way. Calyx is going to have to try and sharpen clutch. He needs a 3k overall.
Okay, to lean around here at quad. Another clutch scenario for an Eternal Fire player, and he's going to sneak around the backstab. They might not be ready for this. Keep your eyes on that split screen, because depending on how far deep they make it into the site, Calyx's flank position might become completely irrelevant here. He's leaning up, and they're in the bomb site itself. Smoke ahead. He's done this wonderfully here. Matty sprayed up. Great kill. 1v1. Eli's on the bomb, however. Spray it back! No, they just sneak it in.
Sandbags doesn't really do any damage.
Ashes over for the T side. They're going to try to start putting imoRR for the opening kills, and XANTARES gets it instead of the trade back.
Man doesn't even know there's a player up close and aggressive.
He'll still adjust towards him and try. AK will start watching that short control, so actually they are ready for it. He just leans in. X-Cloud gets his kill. Forsey, well, not much he can do now.
He's got to try and go for it, you'd have to imagine. They're going to be reset in the next round anyway, so try and see if you can get that clutch together. Calyx on the off angle needs to be scoped. Oh, the quick scope try.
Hold for them. A slow walk out for Eternal Fire. Finally, they charge forward. The Deagle takes his engagement. Forsey takes these SCZ up close and personal towards imoRR. Catches him. Damage being done to several other T-side players. AK now in the hands of the 1 CT as Matty's and EG's end up falling. Calyx will get 2 kills back there. Elive can get the AK. But a 3-on-2 advantage favours Eternal Fire here.
AWP down for Banana, won't miss that shot at all. Oh, this is quite disappointing for Enterprise. It really looked like they put themselves in a grand position. Try and see if they can get this 1v3, but it just doesn't look winnable at all. There is 1 pick onto Calyx. They know where he is. Okay, that's a start. Oh, he sees Woxic. He's pre-firing the right positions at the right time. Flashbang goes overtime away from it. Looks for X-Floud. Gets damage. To the backside. Mangus waits here, mini pit, 30 seconds, Elive detected, gets killed off, 1 kill for Mangus, trying to make it a double. Be able to catch these 2 players in cover. If he does so, it's match done. You'd have to imagine so, and yeah, there it is. That's them getting picked off, down to 1 more player, and he's just trying to see if he can find anything in this 1v4, but surely that's not going to be possible at all. That motor smoke's still down, going to try and walk through it, not going to happen at all. Calyx hit the upper bomb side. Mangus going very quick out for this ramp position. The T's have got every idea of what's going on, and no picks are being found. Finally won by that CT side. They go for the aggressive approach, and it just does not work out whatsoever. Yeah, Lobby Crunch attempted and failed. Eternal Fire had the counter plays, and Matty's, well, can't do much from here. He's out towards his ramp control. XANTARES now with the AK out. Deagle ready for the shot, but no. XANTARES and Calyx find their 2 kills. Well, it was a decent tag off against the first man out of the gate. It doesn't lead towards a frag. There will be a couple of catches for Forsey, actually. You mentioned him as being a man to step up, but he does get 2 on the way out of the round. There's a 1v3 still for Mangus. The bomb will go down. He does lean out to the side. I recognize the numbers here, actually. Calyx turns up, and the Deagle gets the last player out.
X-Cloud to work in, turn onto the player in the midst of the smoke, blind fire. X-Cloud and Woxic, more kills in, X-Cloud with a double. Woxic still set with the orbital battle against Mangus, and he's ready for him to peak aggressive. 5 on 3, found immediately by Eternal Fire. Enterprise just trying to make some sort of play, but the Turkish squad are all over them. They just know exactly how to counteract everything that Enterprise are doing. They do get a decent tag off on XANTARES, but it's just a tag, no kill. Eli to fall next to Calyx. They're working in towards the heaven flank. Don't even need.
Isn't great. So I start thinking to myself, is it a communication thing? Is it the strat? And for Eternal Fire, it's difficult to get a read on their T side because they've been going lurk outside quite a lot. AWP even charges forward. Calyx punishes. As soon as that orb misses the shot, he's a dead man.
M4 in, catches Calyx off. He just thought out towards the outside. It was jump face. XANTARES scene is going to challenge. Nemo wins that fight, all important to keep the man advantage for Eternal Fire. Might have given up bomb information, but that can always rotate back in towards lobby. And the CTs have no idea if it does so. Got no more outside presence thanks to those 2 casualties, so Eternal Fire can do what they want.
Now, even X-Cloud is waiting for an over-aggressive play. Outside, the flash comes through. It's a 1-for-1 trade. They probably need more than that. Mangus has got to step up to try and catch the wrap.
Leaning in with the Molotov down, M4 in for Matisse, 1 kill found. imoRR there with a responsive, M4 back in for Mangus, sees what's coming, but can't catch his kills. Molotovs come back, incendiaries to suppress back at the T-side line. Over at Squeaky Door, they're already in the bomb site, a 1v2 retake, gotta come through for Mangus. He's trying to bait them in towards this hell entrance or towards this heaven vision, but X-Cloud has the other entrance covered. He won't quite win that fight, but Mangus on 17 HP surely has no further line into the site.
Yeah, get out of there quick. And imoRR, finally we get to see some stuff from him. Now, anyone that was watching Sangle this year will know that you could probably have a conversation that imoRR was the best entry fragger in all of Tier 2 this year when he was playing on that Sangle side. His percentage of success in opening duels and how many attempts he made of opening kills was ridiculous. He was passing everybody in the scene.
All a case of who he peeks towards and who's going to land that first shot.
Well, someone's going to have to make a mistake. And Woxic's just waiting for that to come out. Oh. What a flick onto Forzy. They even know there's someone in that credit card position. So, yeah, the NWP is going to get picked up. Can they find any impact with it, though?
You know, they caught the info on Eli's position. They saw them peeking in from the red box in the other side position. Eli and Matisse do get a couple of kills. The incendiary lands too deep, so it's 3 versus 3. The Greek still hunting for the player, and XANTARES will connect towards the man. Mangus and Matisse still focusing fire on the crossfires out here for Mini and Heaven. The Heaven player is going to drop to hell, look to re-aggress in against Woxic or Calyx, and Calyx gets caught to a 2 versus 2. XANTARES is low, Matisse takes fight, XANTARES takes with the last line of defensive. Ideally, Woxic wants to land his first headshot. And then the scout looks up the spot. XANTARES take a second peek in with a shot that does connect. Not a casualty. Instead, it's Woxic that will deal with him. 40 seconds, and the CTs will aggress towards long. X-Cloud's waiting for him to over-aggress, try to lean towards the outside. Going to flank involved, because as soon as they do, he's going to punish them, and Eli might give him a chance. There it is. 2 players standing for Enterprise now.
Even Mangus has been seen out from the Heaven position, and imoRR just going to carry on with the spray. And Adage has got to just try and see if he can find anything in this 1v4. He opens up Squeak Door, he makes that sound cue, they'll know exactly where he is. Time is relatively low, so he's hoping that he can try and drop that bomb. Doesn't happen at all, XANTARES is holding the cross. 11 on...
Continue to apply hurt. Continue to find picks. Woxic straight in against 4C. Calyx does get caught off towards Mini. No backup there to try and hold off the counter fire. The AWP sees 2 players coming out and does get caught by the Eagles as well. So, Matties with a look at how aggressive XANTARES is going to get as well. The variation on that play, not just sitting around waiting for a peek to challenge them directly. Mangus will get 1 frag. Go up towards Heaven and grab that AWP. Save the round into it. imoRR's going to catch him though. What's he going to look for? Oh, man.
No, don't do it to him.
Oh,
no.
man. Oh, man. No.
He picks from the back of this T-red area, and he's even seen the player at credit card.
Yeah. Tight angle, Eli peeks it, and you know Woxic plays outside there, so why you go for that face, I don't understand.
For sure.
It's a kill that comes in so easy, and a start out for Eternal Fire, like they needed more opening frags, like they needed more rounds. AK in for X-Cloud wins the fight against Matties next 5v3. X-Cloud makes it 2. 4Z and Mangus just knowing that this is not on for them.
Even a walkout from XFlam can start bringing players back into the A site. All just comes down to a matter of timing. If he sees this main player, a ball going to swing wide. Does lose that first fight, so XFlam can adjust to the angle. XANTARES being quite late to jiggle in. A lot of damage being done by the M4A1S. XFlam knows exactly where he is. Walks in with the enemy P. Doesn't quite hit the no-scope, and now Mangus in the 1v2 is able to deliver again.
Finally, something was going to go right for the Czechoslovakian team. It's not. XANTARES straight in onto Matties, gets his kill. Calyx towards outside, follows suit on E-Live. Sprays blind, will try to catch off one player on a site. He's caught off, damaged up on an ease. XANTARES knows that his opponent's in the backlines. Mangus gets laid by Woxic, continuing to work the outside control, expecting him to peek out from Garage. He may just get another good frag back. Molotov's in, Forzy can get one kill. XANTARES there with a trade. One man left at the backside, one player left towards outside. No matter what happens, they're isolated and alone.
Now, Addies has got a hope to step up, knowing that he's the anchor player, swings out towards that Tetris position, does at least catch XANTARES, and Woxic's able to find the trade.
That first contact, taking his shots back towards them, hold back behind blue box, seeing him continue his aggression towards outside past the red box. Three teammates towards the mini entrance, takes face, and XANTARES still looking for that kill, looking to get his 20th frag, and around the jewel, he's out on top of the boxes. XANTARES does get his 2 kills in, trades back on imo, and XANTARES make it a 3 versus 3. Woxic can go upstairs, they've gone for the vent dive. Forzy's got that bomb in at mini though, gets caught back. Calyx can't catch him in the midst of that smoke though, forced on a reload, leans back in towards Squeaky, and Forzy gets his kill. XFloud in the 1v3, and it looks like it might be Rip the Dream on the pistol basis for Enterprise. And now a bit more of revenge from Magnus. He gets plays out from Enterprise down towards the vent dive. imo with the 5-7 going to dive in against him, try to catch that bomb carrier. They think it might be a CT player or a T-side. Man! Bomb does get denied. imo does get traded so quickly into position. Go the CT forces. They got a couple of good trades at a 3v3. Bomb will go down. Woxic now has XANTARES alongside him. A counter flash back on the site itself where they get towards the defuse. There's one player sitting in the midst of that smoke. The door's been closed up. Calyx catches those rotators. Mangus still gets his kill in. Calyx will drop. Doors open. XANTARES falls. Woxic 1v3. Does get E-Live to suppress them and bottleneck them back out of the doorway. Smoke back onto it for the bomb defuse. He's got no kit. Taking fight. Forzy takes his engagement. Sticks it, taps it a second time. Refaces. No, not going to happen. It's borderline impossible for me, honestly. Especially with plays like this for Eternal Fire, finding their kill to open up against E-Live and to follow suit on Forzy. Deagle's tap-ins, and XANTARES knows that got one player down on the B site. Watson does get caught. XANTARES is traded, but XFloud follows suit, and now there's a rifle to play with.
Oh no, not on the eco. A ball pushing forward, so much damage being
No!
done. It's a 3v1. Matties is going to try and get the clutch. We've even seen the outside players going to spot him, and Calyx gets the headshot. They lose to an eco. Eternal Fire